we got home, he was tweaking. And I knew something was wrong with my gut, but I just thought she had him away from everything that he needed to sleep. And I should have took him like he was doing. There's a lot of me things like, it's partially my fault in the sense that if they truly did something, it would, like, you had a shit like with a drug addict mother, but he'd still be alive if I never came back from Baltimore to fight for justice. And like, that's been going through my head this whole drive. She's a special kind of dirtbag.
So why isn't the jury being allowed to see this video? We can see it. Why aren't they letting the jury? I want to bring in former prosecutor Matt Murphy and criminal trial attorney and NewsNation legal analyst Sara Azari. Matt and Sara, it's always nice to see you. Matt, I want to start with you. First of all, what do you make of the body cam video, and why do you think this decision was made for them not to be allowed to show it to the jury? Because apparently they can talk about it, but they just can't actually show the jury this video.
Well, this is something you see a lot, Brian, when you have body cam or other video or audio evidence that captures a whole bunch of other stuff. What you have is you have a lot of communications between the police officers that are on that audio that really, it's essentially hearsay. They're having a whole conversation about some of the investigation, and that type of stuff is an out-of-court statement that would be very confusing for the jury. Plus, you know what? I think that this is one of those things that I don't really think they need it. I think the judge on this, remember, the court's job is to make sure that nothing happens that, if there is a conviction, results in an appeal. So the prosecution, in my view, doesn't need this. I watched the testimony of Dr. Feingold. I'm sure Sara did too. I thought she was really good. The defense has teed up Michael Biden, who's very famous. Oftentimes, and I know Sarah's done a bunch of these as well, when you're talking about homicides involving child abuse, they often boil down to a battle of the experts. And his video, this thing is, it's offensive because he blames the mom. He's presumed innocent here. We all got to remember that. But I don't think they need it. And I would caution them, if I was on this team, to kind of focus on the nitty gritty, the injuries to this kid, the multiple calls of abuse beforehand. And I would, there's a lot of emphasis placed, like when he left, he walked out of the emergency room. People behave and react to death differently. You look at those photos right there on the screen, that's a bite mark on his forehead. And I know, Sara, that is called petechial hemorrhaging in his eye. That's caused from, you see that often in strangulation cases. Unless there's another sibling, that's caused by abuse. Those are the classic signs. CPS absolutely blew it, in my opinion. I think the judge put way too much faith in their recommendation. I mean, this hearing happened the day before his death, and then on this, we got this video. You see the father bite him in the head on video. So you don't see cases like this with this much evidence very often, and this will be interesting to see what the defense does.
It's so infuriating when you see the video and when you see those photos and you know that this little boy was failed by his parents, but also failed by the state, that they did not get involved and make sure that he was removed. It makes you so mad and angry. Sara, lots of questions about whether Gregor will end up testifying in the trial. If you were his lawyer, would you want him to go on the stand?
Yeah, Brian, first of all, just one point. CPS is a joke. I mean, I'm dealing with a very similar situation. The child is luckily alive right now, but a very abusive mother, and CPS gets it wrong. Dependency courts get it wrong. And so it's unfortunate to see that they were really complicit in whatever happened to this child. Whether he'll take the stand, I think he should take the stand. I think I consider myself a little more fearless when it comes to advising a client to take the stand, but really it boils down to, of course, it's their choice, whether we need to humanize them and whether they need to explain things. He needs both. He's been painted as an abusive monster father, and he needs to try to at least attempt to show a different side of himself to this jury. He also needs a lot of explaining. I mean, the driving is like, I agree with Matt. It's a wash. It's a nothing burger. But to me, leaving your lifeless child at the hospital, I don't care if that condition is reversible. It looks really bad. Ultimately, there's some parents on this jury. You don't just drop the kid off and walk away nonchalantly. The online searches are bad, because to me, online searches are about what and when. The what and when here in these searches are terrible. So he needs to explain. Maybe he's going to say, I've been framed by this drug addicted mother so many times. She's called CPS so many times to try to frame me. And I was concerned that I'm going to be a suspect in a murder case. So he needs to explain that. Maybe he also needs to explain the soiled clothing, although I think any home with a child, it's expected, especially if the defense is going to come and say that he was sick, that it wasn't blunt force trauma, that it was some infection or pneumonia. Okay, it's expected that there might be soiled clothing.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.